What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron, and I made you guys a promise. I said, from August 3rd, when we kick off for our first preseason game, I will be streaming every single day through week one kickoff. Now, I gotta be honest, I was gonna probably try to stream earlier, but we've been working all day on this video outline. We're trying to get some Dynasty rankings updated. A lot going on this weekend, all right? But I'm still here. I've still made time for the good people of the Ron Stewart channel. We're here. We're live. We're in full effect. If you're in the chat, let me know. Say what's up. I think we have all of the correct tags in here. But I just wanted to have a nice little late night Best Ball Mania draft stream. How is everybody doing? I figured as well, I brought an adult beverage as well. No. Who the hell just disliked this video? Who just disliked this stream? We're 1 second into the stream. We're having a good time. It's a Saturday night. Got all the fellas in here. Drinking an adult beverage of my choice, an Angry Orchard cider. Just hanging out with the fellas here. We got Winnie in the cut. Let's talk some ball. Let's draft some teams. How is everybody doing on this fine Saturday night? I know we have the Jake Paul fight coming up, which sadly I'm probably going to have to watch. I probably am going to have to watch Nate Diaz kill him. When does this fight tip off? Or not tip off, but you get what I'm saying. When does it happen? No, it's a French bulldog back there. Grab a Modelo. Yeah, I'm sadly a pussy who only I don't consume gluten. That's something that you guys don't really know about me. But I don't eat or drink gluten, which is in every beer. So when I pull up to a bar and I order my vodka cranberry or vodka soda, I just look like a high noon or a White Claw. I just look like a big pussy, man. It's a real problem. Somebody tell me when this Jake Paul fight tips off. But, alright, so we're going to hop into a Best Ball Mania draft right now. If you're new, of course, to Underdog, there is a link in the live chat, the description, the comment section down below. You click that link, it takes you to Underdog Fantasy. It uses my promo code RON, and you can hop in on the fun with us. Again, we are going to be streaming every single day until kickoff. So that's like the next month straight. We'll be streaming every day through kickoff. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to be drafting teams on Underdog every single day. So make sure you're on the site, on the platform, so you can get into some drafts with us. Again, that is promo code RON on Underdog Fantasy. They have a bunch of really cool stuff. They have like pick'ems where you can pick like higher or lower on some NFL stuff. Do they have any cool stuff right now? They have any cool stuff on the NFL? I feel like they have NFL season-long stuff, or they did for a while. Yeah, they still have some pretty cool like over/under stuff. Now let's share the screen real quick. But yeah, you can check out their higher or lowers on their pick'em. Sadly, I'm in Jersey, so I can't do any of these. But they have like a ton of season-long stuff. They have a bunch of cool things going on. Like you can even do, I think that they have boxing higher lowers. Yeah, like Jake Paul, you could bet 0.5 over/under or higher lower knockouts. I don't really know enough about Jake Paul or the boxing game to give a recommendation there. But make sure you check it out. Underdog Fantasy promo code RON. If you're new, please check it out. We're going to have drafts going all summer long. The Hound Dog is probably the best thing that you can get bang for your buck wise. $10 to get in, $400,000 in prizes. A really nice beginner-friendly tournament that is going to fill. You can see the green line is where it's already full. This thing's going to fill probably by Monday, like noon time would be my guess. Now, with that being said, we have all the pleasantries aside. Let's hop into a BBM. Again, I'm really trying to make up ground here. We're not even halfway done with BBMs. But I am trying my absolute hardest. Now we have a lot of spots open here. We have 5 spots open for anybody that wants to hop in here. Don't be shy. But who do we got in here? We got Randy. We got Nathan. We got Phoenix Lance. Told my girlfriend that it was time for Ron. I didn't think she's prepared for how much I love this game. Tell her you're married to the game, bro. Married to the game and said, yeah, I do. We got Kevin in here. Yeah, I can't. That guy gave me. I literally turned on the stream and got a dislike. Pitbull. I've already maxed the Pitbull. Is that a cat or a dog? No, that's a French bulldog. named Winnie. You got an original Angry Orchard. Okay, I see you. I see you. We got Tesla in here. We got Nathan in here. What's going on, brother? You said started the stream a minute early. Beverage cracked open. It's going to be a good stream tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you allergic to it or a Whole Foods hippie? I'm not allergic to it. I would just call myself... I'm not really a hippie either. I would just say, if you want the explanation... gluten intolerant. It's pretty much like lactose intolerance. Like, it's pretty whack. It's pretty fruity, I'm not gonna lie, to not be able to eat gluten, but it's just that thing. Like, they legit thought, like, doctors... I was in and out of, like, doctors getting tons of blood tests. It was like my junior year of high school. I'm 6'3", 210 pounds right now. I was probably like 6'3", 170, 165. I was just like dropping a ton of weight. They literally thought I either had like Crohn's. They literally thought I had Crohn's, like ulceritis, or like legit like cancer, and then also like Lyme's disease and shit. I got a bunch of tests done, and after the last resort was like, all right, let's just remove gluten from your diet, and I did, and I felt a lot better. So that's just where I've been rocking since my junior year of high school. All right, so Chase Jefferson go off the board. I'm gonna go Tyreek Hill here. Starting to come back around on Tyreek as like the consensus 103. You have the weird like hamstring stuff going on with Cooper Kupp, which I'm not really sure how to feel about that yet. But I think at the very least, just given that uncertainty, that we should probably have what am I trying to say? Tyreek Hill ahead at this point in time. Let me put myself down here. We got Mike Murray in here rocking all caps. You said, why not Cheetah 101? Just a little bit more uncertainty. He has a really good teammate. Jefferson and Chase are just young ascending superstars. Don't have as, like, they have, like, the highest floor possible, and then also one of the higher ceilings. Winnie. I don't know what she's crying for. I don't know what she's crying for. You said, what's your favorite high-stakes site to play on? My favorite high-stakes site to play on is NFFC as of right now. People get put off by the third round reversal, but I think it's the softest platform. I think they're the best in terms of how much money goes towards the actual pot and doesn't get like raked in. And their site isn't complete garbage like some other spots. You can't talk about boxing if you're going to ask one tip off and talk about the boxing game. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. I don't like boxing anyways. I don't like boxing. Just tolerate it. I've tried it. I've tried to. I've tried to just look myself in the mirror and say, just tolerate this. As I'm eating a pizza, I just internalize to myself, just tolerate what you're putting in your body. It just doesn't work out. It's not like the end of the world if I eat something with gluten in it. I just prefer to stay away. Better fantasy season, Ayuk or Ridley? I would go Ridley by a lot. Hold on, I'm gonna God damn it, dude. We're literally only in round 2. I don't know why Winnie's giving me issues right now, but I think she might be thirsty. So I'm going to probably, after this turn, I'm going to put some new water in her bowl and see what she's up to. Said, love the Hero RB video. Thank you, man. We got Benjamin in the 2 spot. Let me know if you guys, like, who's in this draft. I'm always curious about that. Nothing too strange here. Devontae's been falling a ton, man. I can't get there. I can't physically imagine. I know this guy's doing it for correlation with, like, A.J. Brown to Devonta Smith. I think that's sort of silly. It doesn't really help you a ton. There's 0 chance that Hurts makes it back here. I don't know who's going to be available for us. So we have Tyreek already. So JT goes. I guess we'll go Olave. I'm not, like, crazy about Olave or anything, but I see him as, like... I like Olave over Waddle, Higgins, and Devonta. And we don't have any... I have a hard time being the first guy to take one of these 3 QBs. Ridley's ADP has been skyrocketing recently. 27.7. There's a very good chance. Like, it wouldn't shock me at all if he passes T here by the time we get to, like, week 1. You classify that as allergic? I mean, it's not... Like, if I ate gluten, I wouldn't break out on, like, hives, you know? It's just my stomach would hurt. all my homies hate gluten, bro. But also, like, I'm not one of those guys that's like, I would never pull up on you and be like, bro, like, you really shouldn't be eating that gluten. You know, like, you'd be doing a lot better if you didn't. Like, dude, eat whatever you guys want. I don't care. Just personally, my stomach thanks me. Yeah, Jefferson at 2 is pretty sweet. Is this PPR? This is half PPR. All right, so we're back on the clock here. We have Hurts. We have Allen. We took Olave. We already have Tyreek and Olave. Hurts, Allen. I think there is a sound argument for one of these QBs. Sound argument. Let's go Ridley. I really think that Ridley's price is just not going to be early third for a while. 3 straight wide receivers out of the gate. Why not? I feel like we haven't done like a pure 0 RB in a while. And I know I've been shitting on it recently, but this is how I would probably do it. You know, JT, Derrick Henry, Pollard, Chubb, Saquon all off the board. And we go Olave instead of like T, Waddle, or Devonta Smith. Could have maybe mixed in a QB here, but this is kind of a fun start. We'll see what we can get going here. I could have gone to QB, but like Ridley opens us up to Lawrence. You have Tyreek Hill opens us to Tua. Like, we have plenty of options there as well. All right, so give me a second. Come on. All right, come on. Let's go. Yeah, I think she was thirsty. Also, I'm in like the most crackhead outfit of all time right now. Like, I'm telling you guys, I've literally been doing research for tomorrow's video, cranking out some of the Dynasty rankings update. Literally, I've been working since like 9 a.m. here, just in a crackhead outfit, plain blue shirt, black sweatpants, got the Crocs on feet. We're in grind season mode. All right, it's August. There's no more fucking around. This is where we're at. So I didn't even realize until pick 4. I just assumed I got Chase. What'd Mom make for dinner? She made me some chicken wings. Some boneless chicken wings. They were pretty good. You did a home league draft yesterday. I have a crazy team. You have Chase, Devontae, Waddle, Jacobs, and Mark Andrews. Woo! With a Lamar stack. That's nice. You said you love the 11 spot so far. Eckler, Saquon, Judy, DJ Moore. I'd like it a lot better if Debo got back to him instead of Judy. 3rd round Judy. I love Judy, and I've been drafting Judy, and I know we're talking 3-11, but like 3rd round Judy just does not feel sexy to me. I don't know what it is. You're in the 104. Damn, so we got a lot of guys in here. Winnie, come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. All right. Now we're good. She's had her drink. She's back up on the couch. Now I can stay here for a while. What are your thoughts on Ridley? The more that I look at Ridley, the more that I want him, man. The more that I want him, dude. I think that there's literally a case. There's literally a case for Ridley to be ahead of T, Olave, Waddle, and Devonta Smith as like a mid-second round pick. It's just that we're getting a discount that he hasn't played football in a while. And that's probably about right. But in terms of like his offensive environment, they should score a lot. They should pass a lot. Ridley profiles a lot to me like when Josh Allen got Diggs. I think it's pretty similar where now Trevor Lawrence has Calvin Ridley. And they could just absolutely make sweet, sweet music together. Let's go McLaurin here. I would like to get one of these 2 elite QBs on the way back, but also it's not a must for me. You doing another BBM after this draft? Probably not, but maybe. This is half PPR right here. McLaurin or Najee in a full PPR? I probably would prefer McLaurin. Probably prefer McLaurin, but it's close. Damn, we got 125 people in here. My bad. I didn't mean to get loud there. I think we'll probably go Fields. We'll go with the naked Fields. I know I was kind of like wanting to hold out for Trevor Lawrence, but I think another running back or another wide receiver after 4 straight probably a mistake. But we could go Kirk and really try for a Lawrence here. Let's actually do that. Let's go Kirk and see if we can sort of put together like a Trevor Lawrence like mega stack. I know that I sort of contradicted myself there. I don't even really like Kirk, but I think it would be cool just as long as none of you guys steal him from under me, which, I mean, it's very live for that to happen, but I don't really care. Yeah, the issue is I know a lot of you guys keep asking me to play it in the Hound. I would love to. I'm just so far behind on BBMs that I have to fill BBM. I have to fill it. I have to fill the BBM before I go anywhere else, really. I'm not even at halfway through yet, and we only have, like, you know, a month until kickoff. So every time you see me live, it's probably going to be a BBM. Is that a Frenchie? Yeah. French Bulldog, her name is Winnie. She's the GOAT. She's truly the GOAT. Dude, I've answered this question 14 times now. It is half PPR. It is half PPR. How are you going to hit me with the for the love of God? I literally said it a billion times, my boy. What's your favorite double hero RB start to have? Like from picking top 5 and picking from the back of the first? If I pick from top 5, then I want it to be like JT Jacobs. I think that's pretty fun. Or like Pollard. Sometimes you can go, sometimes at the 101, you can go Jefferson. You can go Jefferson, JT, or like Jefferson, Pollard, JT. And I think that's the nuts. But if not, you could go like, you know, Chase, Pollard / JT, and then get Jacobs as well. So those are my favorite. But then at the back end, I like Bijan and Saquon. I think Bijan and Saquon or Bijan and Tony Pollard is pretty sweet from the back half here. I don't know. Am I going crazy? Like, did I not answer that a million times? T-Law breakout year? Yeah. That's what we're betting on, pretty much. Grab a commit later. Yeah, could have done that. Thoughts on Deion Jackson? I got him stacked with Pittman and Anthony Richardson today. I probably prefer Evan Hull, but I don't think Deion Jackson's like a terrible pick. I hope it was like 18th round. I'm not too high on him. It seems like they probably signed somebody. Did they already sign somebody at the Colts? Or maybe it was like a real scrub. I can't quite remember. Said Terry McLaurin is your wide receiver 4 is fire. I've drafted many drafts with stud RBs and him as my wide receiver 1. Yeah, McLaurin's slipping this year. I kind of get it because it's like, what's his ceiling with Sam Howell? Like, I was talking with Jakob about it. I like McLaurin, but he probably doesn't project much differently than like your Chris Godwin, Marquise Brown, Deontay Johnson of guys who like command a lot of volume in bad offenses. It's kind of the same play. Him and DJ Moore both. So I kind of get it from that point. But he's also a really talented wide receiver. Maybe Sam Howell takes a bit of a step forward. Would you rather have Ayuk or Lockett in full PPR? I would probably go Ayuk there, but it's very close. I think on the median, Lockett probably outprojects him straight up. But I think Ayuk has a bit of a higher ceiling. Like there's a lot of guys out there that are a little bit smarter than me or more film savvy than me, like a Matt Harmon. And a lot of them swear that Ayuk is like already like a borderline top 10 talent in the NFL at wide receiver. It's just a matter of volume, being next to Debo, McCaffrey, and those guys. What are your thoughts on Ridley and Dynasty? I actually moved him up a ton. I'm in the middle of a Dynasty rankings update right now. That should be live tomorrow for everybody on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. But he's somebody that should be, in my eyes, probably ranked right next to your... Like, who should he be ranked next to when I look at the top? Like, for me, he should probably be ranked very similarly to how you have Deebo Samuel ranked. Like, Deebo's like a top 20 wide receiver in Dynasty. I had Ridley more towards, like, wide receiver 30 for a while. Now, Lawrence is the highest guy on the board. The two guys at the turn already have elite QBs. I'm going to take Akers and dare them to take Lawrence. I dare you to. No, I don't. Please don't. You said any changes on your Dynasty wide receiver ranking since your post-draft wide receiver video? Yeah, there's a pretty decent amount of changes. Again, it's not official yet. And we got Trevor Lawrence to fall back to us. Guys, this is... You are now watching a master at work. I'm joking, but this is a pretty sweet start, huh? So that felt like a really far fall for Kittle. Kittle went behind Waller and Pitts in here, but we got Akers, who felt like the last running back of a tier for like the 0 RB builds here, and then we get Lawrence, like 10 picks past his ADP because we pushed him past the edge. Both of these guys already had QBs. So this is a pretty fun start. Pretty fun start. What do we think here, fellas? Like this is a pretty nice 0 RB start here. Can you give a ballpark of how much money you've put into fantasy each year? I actually made a video on that last year. I don't know what the actual number is. I could send it in chat. I'm not sure. I think it was probably about like $10,000 last year. And that's like a pretty crazy number, but you also have to understand that like this is what I do. So it's kind of like similar to like when you see like streamers pay thousands of dollars to open packs on like Ultimate Team games and stuff. Sort of the similar thing for me. Like if I had a normal job, I couldn't really justify putting that much money into fantasy football, but I kind of have to put my money where my mouth is and put some skin in the game. Listen, I don't have to. I think honestly, it's pretty funny how many guys out there just play in like the little home leagues and then give out a ton of advice. But I'm telling you guys, I'm trying to be the youngest dude to be in the NFC's Hall of Fame. That's like kind of a corny goal. It's like, who gives a fuck about the NFC's Hall of Fame? But I think it would be cool, just for me. But here's a video I did last year. That was like, I pretty much went into how much I put in, how much money I put in, and then how much money I got out. We turned I think that we pretty much like doubled up our money last year we put in. Maybe I should actually sort of skim through that video right now. But I thought it was a fun video idea. It was called like, pretty much I reviewed all my teams from last year in it. What was the bottom line? Across all of my fantasy football last year, our total buy-ins was 1,200. Yes, we put in 1,200, and we ended up with like 23.5. So we 1.9x'd our money last year, which was pretty damn good. Ended up with 11,000 in profit, with like 12,000 as like our total money put down. This year, I'm not sure what it's going to be. It's probably going to be more than 12,000, just because, you know, another year of growth, making money. I'm not really sure where it's going to end up this year, though. Kind of prefer not to know. You said, oh, we got Torsten Burkhardt from Germany. What's going on, brother? 4 a.m. here, damn. And you're out here watching this stream, dude? Thank you, man. Which software do you use for your live streams? I would like to create some fantasy content for the German market. Oh, dude, I love that. Software I use is Mac compatible. I use Ecamm Live. But you can use StreamYard pretty easily pretty much everywhere else. And like OBS is pretty good too. I'm going to go Bateman here. And if Tua makes it back to us, we'll take Tua, I think. Also, who's the Waddle drafter in this room? He already has Fields. I don't think that he would pass on... I don't think he'd pass on Tua twice. So we could probably take Tua when he gets back around, as long as Tua's not a... Yeah. I wanted to get Baltimore as like, or Bateman as like kind of the back half of that. We're probably sort of aiming for like a 2-6-7-3 is probably the goal here. I think we should also give a long, hard look. Does someone take an unstacked Evan Ingram in here? God damn it, dude. Unstacked Evan Ingram around past ADP is so whack, but respect, brother. I would have loved Evan Ingram on this team. I know I could take another stab at running back, and I probably should, but Tua feels like the play. Tua feels like the play, though we could see if he makes it back to us. And we could just take like a Antonio Gibson here. We do have Washington correlation going on. We do have Saints correlation going on. Yeah, we'll go Tua. I don't really love that pick, but I think it made some sense. Trust that we're going to fire off a ton of bullets at running back. We might even go 7 running backs deep in this build and do something weird. What is better to play, NFC or FFWC? Yeah, I like NFC better as well. Hey, you dropped an article, Hurricane Lane? I feel like I've talked to you about writing or making content before. Dropped an article, must-haves at RB. In the process of making the article, I saw the light on David Montgomery. I'm now a truther. Send help. I can't get there, but I respect it, man. Yeah, Watson did fall pretty far. I would have taken him if I had like Elijah Moore or something. Are you fading Ramondre now with the news they might add a vet? Also, Brees with Dalvin potentially coming. I'm not. I wouldn't say fading, but I'm definitely not targeting them a ton, thinking that I could get a better discount on them later, if that makes sense. It's not really that I'm scared of the veterans. I would just rather pay a cheaper price if those veterans get signed, if that makes sense. You're saying Mason stole some of my data? It's flattering. I have to be honest. Most videos in this space, everybody's just ripping off each other's titles. We all do it. Like my I had like a dumb league mates title that was just based off of Nick Ercolano's from a while back. And I see it does suck when people do it with yours, but like I said, everybody does it. You can't really you call anybody out, you're really just throwing stones at a glass house. But like the this strategy won millions, like that's my title. So if you see somebody else use it, it's mine, but I also don't care. Like again, everybody's sort of ripping off each other's titles. I've used dumb league mates before. Nothing is really sacred at this point. I'm curious to know. I would be sort of annoyed if he directly used my dad, unless if he gave me credit for it. And it was like, this is from Ron's video or something. So this video, it's like I don't watch any fantasy YouTuber, to be honest. So I wouldn't really know. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Henry. Like, not everything has to be stacked. I completely get it. All I'm saying is that it's pretty peculiar for this guy to take Evan Ingram 10 picks ahead of his ADP. Like, he goes like a round later. I just don't see the reason for it. There were other tight ends on the board. I'm just annoyed, is really all it is. I think we're done at QB. I will take Freiermuth if he gets to us here. I think that'll be a fun pick. And then we really have to start attacking running backs here. Come on, let us get Freiermuth, brother. Oh, I'm gonna end it all. So do we want Herbert or Damian Harris? Let's go Herbert. I don't really have a strong lean between the two of them. Devin A-Chain around, or is he already gone? Man, A-Chain's ADP is not going to slow down anytime soon. Yo, chill out, bro. 2583 is one of the good builds, yeah. You expected 6, so you thought the ADP should be going up. It makes sense. It makes sense. I think his ADP is going to go up. Definitely, definitely something I should have looked at. Zeke coming would kill Ramondre. It's just really that everybody shares the same sentiment, and if Ramondre becomes a 5th-round pick because of Zeke, I'll now be back in at a 5th-round price, you know? Like, any veteran that gets added to that backfield changes his price proportionately, which then means I'm interested. Let's go Elijah Mitchell here. So we're going to start building out the running backs. We might do a weird build here. I know I've preached, like, looking at TJ Hernandez's chart on Twitter, but we might end up with something weird like a 2-7-6-2. We might end up with more running backs and wide receivers in this build. Can you do more Dynasty mocks, please? My main league finally formed a Dynasty, and our draft's at 26. Look, man. It's always bittersweet when I have to tell my Dynasty brethren that the content is no more, but it's August, man. It's August. It can't. There's no time for Dynasty mocks. My Dynasty rankings they're going to be updated and fresh tomorrow. You can get them on the Patreon. But that's really about it in terms of Dynasty content for me. Until probably mid-season. Yeah, and it's not even my idiot video. It's Nick Ercolanos. And my philosophy, I really shouldn't even be airing any of this stuff out. But my philosophy with, like, using titles as, you know, sort of repurposing other people's titles. Again, everybody in the fantasy space does it. I don't care who you are. Everybody takes inspiration and kind of rewords titles. I just want to be the first one. I'll never be the first one to repurpose it, but I saw, I've seen Sal Vetri and some other guys use the same, like, dumb league mates or idiot league mates format. So once I'm like the 4th or 5th guy to repurpose a title, I don't care. Miss me with the moral high ground stuff. I've had people chirp me. People chirp me in the comments every time that I use, like, a dumb league mates title, and this is what it comes down to, man. If you're on YouTube for, like, the most original thumbnails and titles, what the hell are you doing, dude? Like, nobody is on the app sifting through titles and thumbnails because that's what you're there to click on the video and then get good content, and that's all I care about. If I'm delivering you a good long form video that is informative and helping you win your leagues, I don't care how I had to package it to get you to click on it, as long as I'm not encroaching on somebody else's creativity. So again, once a title becomes common ground and multiple users are repurposing it, is it crazy that I don't feel crazy for taking inspiration? I don't know. Do I usually avoid double stacking pass catchers? Not really. No, I went Kirk Ridley here. I think you can double stack just fine. I think that you get a little bit tough when you get to, like, 4 or 5, you know? We got a super chat in here. Yeah. Yeah. This is very true. Yeah, everybody does it. Like, people love to, like, get in the comments and, like, take some moral high ground on it. I promise I could show you exhibit A, B, C, D of every one of your favorite creators taking a title from somewhere else. All of the tier list videos that, like, I would say sort of, like, all the fantasy guys do now, like me, Mason, Underdog, everybody uses, like, you know, the top 24 wide receiver tier list. That started by Andrew Kyorkov. He was the first one to introduce the tier list a couple years ago. That's just some YouTube algorithm history for you guys. 12-team Superflex, start 10. All right, so hold on. We're going to make this pick. Probably going to be Kendre Miller. if this guy lets me. Yeah, let's go Kendre Miller, see what gets back to us. So let's actually sort of get this figured out in terms of, like, we don't really need any more Jaguars. Yeah, we're good on that. Panthers bring back could be cool. So, like, Mingo, Chark, Hubbard, Hurst, Marshall, Visca. And then we also need Miami, Baltimore. Robbie Chosen. Robbie Chosen is his name now. That's crazy. Miami, Baltimore. So we're on the clock here. What shall it be? Could be Mingo, but that would be likely our last wide receiver here. We need a tight end. I'm just going to go Laporta. Laporta's a guy that I've liked drafting. I don't know if we're going to go 4 tight ends or 3 tight ends here, but we needed to address tight end at some point. We don't really have any stackable options at tight end. Could have gone Higbee, but I'd rather the upside of Laporta. I don't know. I didn't have a lean either way between the guys on the board. Okay, so this guy asked me, 12 team 0 flex, 10 start 10, Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 24 thirds, or JSN Mims. Probably JSN side. Probably JSN side, but it's like a negligible difference. I don't know. That's a weird looking trade. Probably JSN side, but I don't really love it, man. Yeah, Kurkov is an OG. Yeah, this is true. I'll have to check out that Mason video. I'd be pretty shocked if he used anything from my video. His editor might have. I know. I think this is pretty inside baseball, and I'm talking out of turn here. I really don't know much about Mason's process, but I think a lot of his graphics are put in by his editor, and not him. If that makes a ton of sense. You said after releasing the Hero RB video, just weird question. Why don't you use the strategy in these best ball drafts much? I could have missed that specific draft. Just curious. Thanks, bro. I use it sometimes. One of the big overarching things that I wish I really hammered home in that double Hero RB video is that I just never am forcing draft strategies. So I rarely go into a draft taking 2 running backs. It's tough to pinpoint when I've done it before, but I've definitely opened the draft with 2 RBs through the first 3 rounds at some point this offseason. So weekly winners has to get pretty close, otherwise it is negative rake. Yeah, I don't really know. There should be. I think it's called. What do they call it? Not layover. It might be called layover. But Underdog guarantees a certain amount in their prize pools, and if it doesn't fill all the way, then like your EV is pretty juiced. So I mean, it might be good to get in there. Jeremy Schoen, of course I know you, man. I know you followed the TikTok a while back out of nowhere. Jeremy Schoen, true OG. Not too Hollywood. I'll never be Hollywood. You guys know that. Someone sent me a round fed of ADP on Laporta. I don't have a single line. I have Goffron. I'm going to lose it. I thought you were talking about possibly this draft. I might have just done that to somebody else with my Laporta I just took here. Man, if Mingo makes it back, that has to be a Mingo pick. And he doesn't make it back. Okay. This is probably going to be Mostert. I need to take some more running backs here. Yeah, I think this might... Dude, this is going to be a weird-looking team. It's either going to be a 3-6-6-4 or a 3-7-6-3. I haven't decided yet. I have not decided yet. Let's see. I do want to see that TJ Hernandez post real quick. All right, so let's go Mostert. That's fun. no wide receivers we really need. Hubbard, Miami. Isaiah likely does make sense. A tight end could make sense here, but I don't really think we have anything that looks good. I mean, we could just get a random Dawson Knox for spike weeks, but I don't feel a ton of pressure to. LV, no. Philly Cardinals, no. 10 Houston. I mean, you have to be a 3, 5, or 2. Huh. So there goes Conklin. Let's go Dawson Knox. Why not? This might be a 4 tight end build here, folks. It really might be. 2, 6, 6, 4, I think is what this would be. Two 6-6-4, 2-7-6-3. One or the other. I'm not quite sure yet, but we're done at wide receiver. We're going to cut it off at 6 wide receivers. We have plenty. All right, let me go back to the draft board for you guys. I shall put my face back down here. What else we got? Forgot all about Kirkhoff. Does he cover best ball / underdog? I'm pretty sure he's a partner with underdog. Yeah, I think what the hell is his name? It's like Feed the Freezer is his name. He'll definitely be all over it. Does anybody know when this Jake Paul fight starts? We might do one more. Okay. I hate to be a whore for likes, fellas. We're at 57 likes, 152 people in here. If we get to 100 likes by the time this draft wraps up, we have 3 rounds to go, 3.5 rounds to go. 100 likes, and we'll run up another BBM. 100 likes by the 1812. And I don't care if we're at 99 by the time the 1812 comes around. I know. Again, 100 likes and we'll do another one. Overlay. Good call. Good call. JT and Jacobs aren't going to be ready for week 1. Why? You said I still watch the vids, just don't really comment anymore. Keep it up, fan. I remember the first Crazy Ambassador video was an absolute banger. Some more of those videos would be lit. Thank you, man. I appreciate all you guys that have been out here for a long time. You said Torsten Burkhardt. You said any advice for a Dynasty startup draft, 12-team Superflex, 3 wide receiver? It's super general, I'd say. I would say watch some of my... I have some videos that sort of cover how I attack Dynasty drafts. Maybe the Crazy Ambassador series could be good to watch. My rankings are pretty nice. You're in a $3 non-tournament draft? Makes sense. How long are you going to stream? Because I shit earlier and forgot to wipe. Nah, son. Nah, son. You did not just say that. Like I said, if we hit 100 likes, I'll do another one of these. We're at 86 right now. Again, I hate to be a little like slut whore. Look, this is Ron Stewart After Dark. We curse on Ron Stewart After Dark, so everyone chill. But of course we respect women around here. I don't really know what I'm saying. I can't be held accountable for anything I say past 10:30 p.m. So everybody chill out. So I have to choose real wisely here. Damn, I would have liked Hayden Hurst. I think we're going to go Isaiah Likely. We're going to go Isaiah Likely here, but I don't know. I don't know. I think this is going to need a fourth tight end. I really do. I'm not excited about it, but I think it's going to need a fourth tight end. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. Let's go Isaiah Likely. I think we're going to need 4 tight ends here. I think so. Sadly, none of them are going to really be stacked or anything, but 96 likes, fellas. Get us to the finish line. Over 100. We're at 132 viewers right now. Get us to 100. The people want another BBM. If we get to 100, I will fire up another BBM. 100 likes, I will not hit the gritty. But I might do something cool. I don't know yet. 100 likes and I might just hit the Triple H spit the water in the air intro. I'm in a full PPR keeper league. And I'm keeping Fields in the 13th and Ridley in the 14th. I'm at the 106 and was thinking Bijan, but do you think having keepers in a league should change how you draft? No, not really. I think you can still take a running back there. I'd honestly be more inclined to take a running back early if I could fall back on Ridley and Fields. Yeah. I like Amon-Ra St. Brown over Garrett Wilson this year. Six more. 98 likes. We need 2 more likes, and we'll run up another BBM. Has to be by the time this 1812 is done, though, fellas. Get that like in. We're at 98. We got 133 people in here watching. The math is not mathing. It is not adding up. You said 100. Mason asked for 350. But yeah, but Mason also has like 1K in his live every day, which is crazy. We'll get there one day. We will get there one day. Run off a perk right now? I'm perk angle. No, I didn't say Andrew Kirchhoff was Feed the Freezer. No. No. I'm saying Feed the Freezer is probably going to ape into these weekly winners drafts. If they don't fill, because he's such a grinder. Gotta start asking for likes for another draft, knowing full well I'll do another because I'm a degenerate on streams. You need to make that Justin Fields video from back in the day resurface. On God, bro. That was pretty funny. That was back when, like, I mean, like, it's all good and fun. I have nothing against Mason. I want to be clear in saying that. But it wasn't good fun. That was when I was like nobody, and he was like this huge account, and he was just like going on a Twitter rampage saying like, find the guy who drafted Justin Fields over Trey Lance in your rookie draft and like offer him a trade because he's your league's fish. And it's just like I get we're all trying to do things to get clicks and stuff, but like you're wilding here. Justin Fields is as good a prospect as they come. And that video, Justin Fields, I think it's called like Justin Fields Doubt Him at Your Own Risk, has aged incredibly well. Once we'll definitely make some kind of I might have my buddy Hussimo, if you remember Hussimo Jeremy, edit up a quick little cut up from the Trey Lance versus Justin Fields debates of 2021. All right, we're at 105 likes, fellas. That'll do it. Let's actually, we're going to get started on this quickly here. So, again, if you're new to Underdog Fantasy, make sure you check it out. We have a link in the description, live chat, comment section down below. We're hopping in a BBM. Use promo code RON. They'll match your deposit up to $100. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. The app is amazing. 7 people waiting to pull up. We got 23 seconds to make a pick here. This has to be running back or tight end. And we go Luke Musgrave. I didn't think much about that pick. I could have drafted somebody else. Nothing really stood out as like clear correlation for me. Could have gone Durham Smythe if I was a true degenerate there. I was looking at Seattle, but we didn't have like any Seattle pick going on. I was looking at Jelani Woods, but I already have a billion shares of Jelani Woods. And I liked Luke Musgrave, the prospect. So yeah, this is a really weird team. But we went 2-6-6-4. I don't usually go 4 tight ends, but it just sort of went out that way, and I kind of like it. 2-6-6-4 is actually a pretty good build on TJ Hernandez's site. So or post from post on Twitter going through kind of like the positive advance rates. Not my best work, I don't think. I think I could have wrapped in a little bit more correlation. I think all in all, it's a pretty solid team. Like, we have some Baltimore, Miami going on. We have some Jacksonville, Carolina. I wish our tight ends were a little bit more correlated. Like, I would have loved Evan Ingram. But we do have Isaiah Likely as a bring back. It's a fun spot. All right, so let's get in here. All right, so we're at the 1-6 in this next one. Do I recognize any of these names? I think I recognize Kaboom 90. I think I do, but I'm not quite sure. Let's pop this out real quick. All right, boom. We are in our second BBM draft. You guys strong-armed your way into this one. We got over 100 likes. I'm in here. Let me know if any of you guys are in here. $200 likes, and I'll show you guys the new golf clubs I got. If this guy lets, damn it, I was gonna say if this guy lets me, I'll take Cup. I'll take Kelsey here. I've been coming around on in redraft manage. I'm not taking a lot of Kelsey here. Like in redraft manage, I'm probably going Bijan, Eckler, Diggs over Kelsey. But in best ball, I'm more likely to take Kelsey just given the positional advantage. Get an elite onesie. Compare him with Mahomes. A lot of flexibility there. And like Bijan and Diggs are like already my highest drafted players, and they're really the only guys I'd take over Kelsey at this point. How high are you on Javonte this season? After the reports he will play preseason, you have been very high on him before. Yeah, he's tough to wrestle with. I probably won't be super high on him. I made a video going through how I feel about Javonte now. He's on the cover of it. It's called like this running back is skyrocketing my ranking, something along those lines. I like him. I like Javonte. It is just a little bit tough. Like he's going in these high stakes redraft manage leagues, and I think he's going to go in your home leagues pretty firmly in the dead zone of like rounds 5, 6. I'm comfortable taking him in like the 7th round, but that's probably about as early as I can go there, just because the risk is so much. But he was a profile I was betting on a lot last year, as like super healthy. He said, man, I'm not going to lie, the wine is starting to hit. No, I'll admit, I had Lance over Chase in my Superflex rookie rankings. Did Husimo edit your old videos? Yeah, he did. He did. He did. He's also, I announced it yesterday. Keep it under, look, fellas, we got, what, like 144 people in here? Look, keep it under wraps. But the good people of Underdog Fantasy is pretty much funding a draft party for us. We're going to go down the shore. We have an Airbnb rented out. 11 of 12 of the guys in my home league are going to be able to make it, so that's going to be pretty sweet. We're going to film the entire thing. But if you guys remember, Husimo edited our first live draft party we did in 2021, and he used to edit all the old videos. I pretty much gave him the label of executive producer for this live draft party. So he's going to edit it. He's dealing with all the angles. The whole vision is through Husimo. I'm very excited for it. I swear to God, he is a engineer by trade. He's a really smart dude, and editing's just like a side passion of his. But if he really wanted to, I swear to God, he could be an editor for a YouTube channel with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of subscribers. Not even necessarily in the fantasy football community. Just, you know, I think he's that good at editing and just kind of video creation in general. So really lucky to have him. It's going to be a really cool video. You said I heard Ronnie starting CeeDee Lamb Pollard? Yeah, maybe. I hate to say it, but this probably ends up being... I have such a hard time because Mahomes is never making it here. He's never making it here, but I can't pass on Pollard at this spot. So we're going to go Pollard. We'll appease Danny, the ladster. Who, by the way, Danny, be jealous, bro. Be jealous. I hate to do this to you. I hate to stun on you like this, Danny, but be jealous. Look what we got. The underdog Hawaiian shirt. The ever elusive. I think there's legit like 5 people that have these. And I finessed underdog into giving me one for the beach theme of this draft party. So now add me to the list of guys who have this cool-ass underdog shirt. Very stoked about that. Very, very stoked about that. Bateman or Zay? In redraft, probably Bateman, but the more noise we get on this Bateman injury, the more I'm probably fading Bateman. But he's my most drafted player right now, Bateman. I do like him over Zay Flowers in a vacuum right now. Honestly, though, your takes from the 2021 draft season were great. You were standing on your soapbox saying ETN, Chase, and Fields. We did decent. We really fucked up the wide receivers, though, man. We really fucked up the wide receivers. I think we had Terrace Marshall so high that year that it was a mess. But Fields and ETN held up. We're not going to be perfect anywhere. You're in the 3rd spot? Okay. Sweet. Oh, you're at the 12th spot. Yeah, I thought I recognized Kaboom. We got Dylan in here. What's going on, brother? We got Brock in here. Ron, what's the handicap? Dude, I'm not even good enough to have a handicap at this point. Yeah, I don't even know how handicap works, dude. I've probably only been golfing on, like, I've gone to the range probably like a dozen times. I've probably only played 18 at this point, like 5 times. And I think I've maybe gotten like a true par like twice. So like we're talking, like my biggest feat right now is twice now. The second hole at the golf course I go to is a par 3. Twice now, I've hit a 7-iron off the tee and landed it on the green. One of them I got a bogey, one of them I got a par. But that's like the biggest accomplishment that I have to my name at this point. Wow, so T. Higgins falls here. I'm very much cool with that, especially we get the Cincinnati Chiefs Week 17 correlation in there, so that's a pretty fun thing. You said, how'd you get one? Apparently they only give them to employees, Danny, and I only got one because we're doing this draft party video and it's beach theme. And the beach theme, the Hawaiian shirt fits the beach theme. It took a lot of finessing, I'll tell you that. Yep. Alpha size, beta size. It was just, it was the pre having a model point. Literally, like that was before I had the prospect model, and it was really just all based on vibes. Get an app called 18 Birdies. You said you're a bogey-ish golfer. Lowest I've ever golfed was a 77. Yeah, I'm not even at the point yet where I keep score. I'm happy if I use one golf ball on a hole. It logs your clubs, fairways, hit, putts, and green regulation. Damn, I'm telling you, I don't even think I'm there yet, man. Like I don't even my goal right now is just to use one golf ball and not fuck up the shot off the tee. Like the only thing I'm proud of right now. The only thing I'm proud of, dude, I'm telling you, I can slap an iron around. Like, I hit my 7-iron, like, I had an old Ted with me with, like, a rangefinder, and he was, like, way better than us. But, like, the only thing I'm, like, super confident with is my 7-iron, and I slapped, like, a 7-iron, like, over 160 yards. I can hit missiles with my irons, but that's, like, literally it. Like, I suck with, like, I can debate it. I can almost... Like, I can maybe drive a ball further with my 7-iron than my driver right now, which is, like, really sad to say. But just where I'm at. Just respect me. Respect me and my golf game. Just enjoy the golf grind. Yeah, I love it, dude. I suck and I love it. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're all like, drinking, having fun. It's a fun way to just hang with the buddies. Good vibes. So there goes McLaurin. I would like another wide receiver here. So let's go London. Let's go London. I would like Burrow on the way back, but I doubt I doubt he gets past the I doubt he gets past the Chase drafter. Oh, I mean the Chase drafter took Lamar, so let's see. We'll see. We'll see if we can get a falling Burrow. I kind of doubt it, but I mean, we have 3 teams with elite QBs already. And the guy who has Chase has Lamar. So 50-50 chance he makes it back to us, but probably not. We'll see. Damn, 20-foot putt's crazy. Golfing was invented because men are too afraid to ask their friends to go for a walk. So next summer we need a tea time with me, you, and Bushy. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd love to. I was joking about it with Brock on Twitter. I gotta be honest with you guys. Like, if I pull a Corain and I win $3 million this year, I hate to do this to you fellas, but like, I'd still make fantasy football videos, but like, I think I would sort of I would make fantasy football videos, of course, but I think I would also like I would probably really pull back my volume in terms of fantasy football videos, and I'd probably sort of I know Chandler from Mr. Beast videos, he sort of started a golf channel, but I'd love to start a golf channel that's like sort of like Bob Does Sports, where he like films them and stuff, and it's just me trying not to be ass, like just trying to get better from like literally zero. I don't even really want to say scratch golfer because I really don't even think that's in the range of outcomes, but you know, just documenting me getting better and like funny like Bob Does Sports style videos. And I think with my sports background too, maybe I could get some connections like you know, like bench warmer guys on the Jets to come down and play golf. Like maybe I could get a Tyler Conklin out there for 18. But yeah, let's go Burrow. You say your drinking team has a golf problem. Driver's overrated that early on. Stick to whatever you can hit straight. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. That's pretty much where I'm at. Yeah, Winnie's... I don't know what Winnie's up to back there. You said best team so far is a guy who took Bijan first. Man, we're seeing a lot of wide receivers fly off the board here. We got a lot of guys who are doing sort of 0 RB sort of starts here. Very interesting. You said you like Bijan's team the most? Bijan Saquon's pretty sexy. Sort of fine with JT there. Yeah, that's a good start. That'll do. I'll give him that. That'll do it. Yeah, I literally would. Like, again, I'd still make content. You'd still get 2, 3, maybe 4 videos a week from me in terms of just videos and streams. But especially in the off season, like when we're talking like March through like June, definitely some side quests for sure. Yeah, you said the guy at the 1 spot did something weird there. Hawkinson Kittle with no running backs. His name's Flox Kryptonite as well. That's funny. I change up immediately. I'm telling you. I'd still lock in every August, and I would still do things. I would say I'd say my volume would probably decrease by like 30 to 50% in terms of uploads. It just would. If I won 3 million, fellas, come on, dude. I didn't know that. You said Mason has a triathlon account? Link it in the chat. That's dope. I love, I think Cody Ko has that. Like, Cody Ko is a guy I really like. If you guys know him, he's a creator on YouTube, but he has like a marathon account. Like, I think it's called Cody Trains. That's pretty cool. I would love to have something like that with golf, if we got there monetarily. I have a lot of side quests we'll probably pursue once we get to like 100k subs. That's really the goal. 100k subs. Of course, this is the main gig, but I do have other side quests I'd like to check out. I think a golf channel would be fun. A gaming channel would be fun. If you guys, Jeremy, if you remember, dude, we had a Jets Madden rebuild one off season that Husimo actually edited that I had a lot of fun making. I don't feel a lot of pressure to take a running back here. Let's go with Addison. I kind of want more Addison. I think he makes sense there. 6th round Addison. He said I would buy a chain that says BBM. Yeah, dude. I posted on Twitter the other day, Darren Waller has like, or not Darren Waller, Mekhi Becton has a suite. He calls himself Big Ticket, and he has like a chain with like a iced out ticket that says like admits 1 or something on it. Joint gaming account, yeah. Once we win millions. If I win 3 million, take a year off. Yeah, I would never take a year off, but I would take a pretty extended vacation after the season. And then that spring, I'd be fucking around with golf content in addition to like our usual sort of draft stuff. Just hire someone to do the research and record the video. I would never. Yeah, exactly. Cody Code's a sweet. I gotta click on this link though. I didn't know that Flock did it. I know that Flock. Dude, Flock is, or I don't want to call him Flock, but Mason's jacked. Like, Mason took that picture next to Bijan Robinson, was like damn near the same size. I was like, fuck, I gotta get in the gym today. So we're back on the clock here. I don't have any... Oh, dude, we're going Dobbins here. Oh, yeah. Dobbins way past ADP. Jump on the squad, JK. Create a Ron AI. Oh, you're right. He does have like a side... He does have a side channel for his Ironmans and triathlons. That's dope, man. Mason's hardcore, man. I think he might have done powerlifting in college or something. I remember somebody telling me in a stream. You said if either of us win, we fly the other out for a round of golf. That might be the spot. That might be the play. People are saying Kevin Garnett's the big ticket. That makes sense. Yeah, I've been taking a lot of Addison as well. I'm trying to get more of them. I just want these rookie upside. I just want to be at I just want to be probably, like, in a perfect world, I'm double the market. Or I'm like 10% plus on JSN, Addison, and Quentin Johnston. What's the drink of choice today? We have an Angry Orchard hard cider. Little beauty influencer, so it focuses. But I've already had this chat with the chat earlier. But I am a bitch. And I don't eat or consume gluten, so that's why most of the time if I'm drinking, it's ciders. Just because I'm gluten intolerant, if you will. There's a point in my life where I dropped a ton of weight and was really sick, and then I stopped eating gluten, and I was all better. And I don't care if you eat gluten or not. Feel free Eat as much gluten as you like. If I won BBM4, I would act an absolute fool on Twitter. I would act a fool everywhere, dude. I would act a fool everywhere. Me and all the homies probably hitting up New York City. Probably going to a strip club with nothing but fucking 1,000 singles. Causing terror. Doing dumb shit. I'm just playing. Strip club would be the funniest way to celebrate winning a fantasy football contest. Jesus. This is one of the first time periods where myself, you, and Bush all rocking major facial hair. I guess so. Yo, Ron, what's the workout routine these days? Wow, you're hitting me with a looking swolt, dude. Lake Duchesne. I don't know how to say your name, buddy. But I'm gonna fucking kiss you on the mouth, dude. I'm gonna fucking kiss you right on the mouth, dude. This guy hits me with the what's the workout routine these days? Looking swole. I appreciate it, dude. I had to be honest. I hit the gym really hard, probably the last like 3.5 months. I would say this last week. I haven't gone to the gym since Tuesday, just because I've been really trying to ramp up since it's August. I'm gonna try and keep it to 2 to 3 days a week, even when the season rolls around this year. Something that I hit the gym really hard in high school. Pandemic hit, I stopped. We started YouTube, and I never really picked it back up. I would go for like a couple months, and then I would just lose consistency. This feels like the biggest I've ever been, the biggest and strongest I've ever been at this point. That doesn't really mean much, though. It's not like I'm jacked out of my mind or anything. But yeah, I was going like 4 or 5 days a week, probably the last like 2-3 months. Again, scaling that back to like 2 to 3, but I want to try and stay consistent. I think I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. But in terms of routine, you guys can judge me all you want. In terms of routine, what I was doing when I could go 4 or 5 days a week, I would do push-pull twice a week. So like I would do like maybe push-pull Monday, Tuesday, and then take like a couple days of rest, and then like push-pull. And then like maybe every other week or like every few weeks, I'd mix in a leg day. Danny's going to give me a lot of shit for that. I don't hit a ton of legs. I definitely do. I promise, fellas, I'm 6'3", 210, like, and I already am kind of caked up, dude. Like, I don't need any more leg growth. My calves are definitely lacking. I'll say my calves are lacking, and I definitely try to hit calves about once a week. But in terms of like a full-on like leg day of like squats and everything, probably once every 2 to 3 weeks for me. And I try to hit push-pull twice a week. Probably has to be. Let's go Tyler Boyd. We get a stack to Burrow there. Why not? But yeah, I just do. I would say like in each workout, I try to do 10 sets of whatever body part I'm doing. So if it's a push day, I'll do like 10 sets of chest, 10 sets of triceps, 10 sets of combined like shoulder press. Or no, I won't do 10 sets of shoulder press. But I'll do 10 sets of chest, 10 sets of triceps. Which like sounds pretty crazy, but it's like, 3 sets of 10 reps. Like you do 3 sets of chest, bench press, 3 sets of incline, and then 4 sets of like pec deck, and you're at 10 sets of chest already. Well, Addison's your most on wide receiver? Damn. You said Mason's a stud. He was telling us about the triathlons he was training for. Yeah, dude, he's insane. That doesn't shock me at all, dude. I've heard he's like a legit powerlifter. Like that's like, I'm 210 right now, and I could maybe get 225 up for one, maybe. I don't really hit maxes or anything. But yeah, Focus heavy. Yeah, I love Angry Orchard. Brooklyn SC the night of the NBA draft. Damn, that's sweet. Said your mom and sister also. If I won BBM4, I would let my parents retire. Then whatever is left would use to pay for grad school. Do you think $3 million is enough to have a parent retire? I really don't know. Six 2-hour workouts a week. Yeah, you're insane, Danny. Legs are so much fun. I hate legs. I literally hate legs. I'd never. I of course I hit it sometimes. I do. Like I don't skip them entirely, but I definitely, outside of calves, I do definitely slack on legs. But again, I'm telling you, my legs aren't defined, but I'm telling you, if I stood up right now, I'm low key caked up, dude. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have weightlifting friends that I think I've taken it too far with the legs, dude. Like, there's some dudes out there where they put on like board shorts or like cargo shorts, right? Like the khaki shorts, like the 5-inch shits or like the 7-inch shits, and the freaking fabric is hugging their thighs and like their entire, like they might as well be wearing those like biker capri shorts that girls be wearing, bro. Like at a certain point, you gotta chill, dude. You gotta chill. You can't just be double cheeked up, because then you just look weird, man. Let me know if I'm out of pocket for saying this stuff, man. We're having fun. It's a Saturday night. I'm making picks on the clock, not even really talking football here. I know some of you guys are probably mad about that. But I promise, dude. I promise. Like, I got buddies out there that are so, like, built. I'm talking, I have buddies that are pretty freaking massive. It's like when you get to a spot where your khaki shorts look like spandex and you're getting freaking, like, thigh, chafing or whatever, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, just quit it, dude. Just stop the nonsense, dude. 6'3", 210, we're lining you up at X wide receiver. The reason I didn't play football in high school, I played football my entire life, and then in high school, we had this, like, the guy, he still is there as the head coach, and he's like almost 80 years old. He's really, really old. He was like the third stringer for Rutgers football when they had the string of they had the quarterback from Duck Dynasty, and they had, I think, Terry Bradshaw, maybe. I might be talking on my ass. I don't know, but he like played there, was pretty good. But he runs the option. Like, he runs a very prehistoric triple option. So like in high school, mind you, as well. I'm 6'3", 210 now. I was like 6'3", 170 as like a freshman. And literally the wide receivers in that scheme just go out there and block every play, and I was just like, I'm not doing this. So that was how my football career ended, and how I ended up playing lacrosse and basketball in high school. I'm literally white Jason Brownlee. I'm literally Jeff Janis. Thoughts on Sky Moore this year? I don't mind it. I don't mind Jeff. Not Jeff Janis. I don't mind Sky Moore. He is a fun upside play. Your two wide receivers always have upside. I'm starting to kind of. I wouldn't really say he face planted per se, I guess. At what point in a 16-man league would you run double hero RB? I think in a 16-man league you can run double hero RB. Probably more towards the back half, though. Yeah, that sounds about right. You said, I hate beer tires all the way. I love to hear it. You said your Colts have been training, or your calves have been training a lot lately from all those heavy-seated calf lifts I used to do. Cardio, never heard of her. Never heard of her. Nah, I do cardio from time to time. Not a ton, though. Long-distance running is more so something that I avoid. Jets, Detroit, Denver. Let's go Elijah Mitchell here. I've been taking more and more of him. We could probably end up with like 5 running backs here. We could probably go like 2-5, like a pretty classic 2-5-9-2 was kind of what I'm aiming for. We could go Ritter as our QB. Ritter is like the only thing that really lines up right now. We got to get a wide receiver that lines up for a QB stack that's attainable here. Legs is the best. I don't know, brother. You said, brother, I'm sauce. I need to chill with the shorts. Dude, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Dog, the amount of Ronnie from Jersey Shore dudes that I know is insane, bro. It's insane. Keep being you. Yeah, I agree, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, feel free to throw football questions at me, too. Like, I should... This is technically a football stream. I should be talking about football. But not to copy Pete Overzet, but this is kind of an after dark stream. You know, we have drinks going. It's what, 11 p.m. Eastern right now on a Saturday. Forgive me for just this is just essentially me hanging out with the boys. Like, that's what this stream is. But definitely, you can ask me about player takes, anything. I just, like, we're in the 12th round of this draft. Do you guys want a nuanced take on Elijah Mitchell? I can stir one up. Need to chill with the shorts. I'm just saying, dude. Any shorts, they're looking rough in, man. It's like you should not look like Meg Thee Stallion in shorts, man. It's just it can't be the play. It just can't be the move. Hey, we got Ray Gillen here. What's going on, brother? Dog, the amount of like tan, jacked, wife beater with a tribal tattoo and like a fresh haircut and a gold chain popped out at the gym that I see. Billions. You said you traded your Dak in a second for Deshaun Watson. I don't hate that. I actually don't hate that. What position in basketball? I played center. I've literally been. I mean, I'm 6'3", 210 these days, but I've been this exact height since I was in 8th grade. My player archetype would be like Mason Plumlee, Bill Laimbeer. I think I'm somewhere between Bill Laimbeer and Mason Plumlee is what I would say for my player archetype. If that gives you a good guess at kind of what I am. Street ball, I think I'm Jokic out there though. So I think that's something that only people that actually played basketball growing up realize though, is like organized high school basketball where you're like running plays and have to play through a system is so much different than street ball. I've seen so many kids that like dominant street ball players, like some of the coldest dude I've ever seen in street ball got no minutes in high school just because they couldn't really run a scheme well. You know, running a motion offense and plays and picks and staying disciplined on defense. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. Let's go Rondell. I guess we can kind of set up a Kyler. Not crazy about Kyler, but I think it kind of makes some sense. You said you believe Bijan Robinson has RB1 upside. I'm gunning for him this year. Me too, man. I had him in my legendary running back video. Said fun content idea. You should live stream a fast draft you're doing for... I already have done all my cardio club drafts, but that would be fun. I know Overzet bought like a treadmill for his desk that he's recorded videos from. And like worked up a sweat and stuff. My football question for you is what your top 10 NFL power rankings would be in order entering the season. These are always fun. Because I have to be honest with you, Danny, I haven't even really thought about the landscape of real life football for this season. Like, it's all been fantasy football. I guess S tier would be like Chiefs, Eagles. I was going to look up like the Vegas odds, but let's just do this off the dome. We'll have I'll go S tier, Chiefs, Eagles. No, we'll just do S tier as Chiefs, A tier, Eagles, 49ers, Bengals, Bills, Chargers. Cowboys. B tier. No, throw Jets in the A tier. And then I think I have like 2 or 3 more teams left in the B tier. Give me Ravens. Give me Jaguars. Give me Seahawks? I don't know. I need a list of all the teams in front of me, but that's just me off the top of the dome. Me off the top of the dome. Do you think USA is going to beat Sweden? I don't even know what sport this is, but I think maybe. You prefer Speedos when hitting legs? Me too, brother. Damn, so Kyler goes. The whole point of taking Rondo there was to set up a potential Kyler stack down the road. So we have Chiefs, Bengals. What other sort of stacks are we setting up here? Detroit, Baltimore, Miami. San Fran, Washington is kind of interesting. Minnesota, Green Bay, Cardinals, Philly. Let's do Mingo. I guess just to set up a potential. Let's actually take Schultz here. I don't even really like Schultz, but he's way past ADP, and he sets us up with Stroud. Actually, he doesn't set us up with Stroud because Stroud's not freaking compatible with Burrow because of bye week 7. So that was a really dumb pick. I don't regret it a ton, though. Kurt Rambis? Yeah. Literally. Give me Nate over Paul, man. Who do you think will be the best rookie wide receiver after Ridley this year? Why'd you say Ridley? Best rookie wide receiver after Ridley. Am I an idiot and not really understanding what you mean by Ridley? But I would say JSN for sure. I would say outside of like the top guys, I like Mims a lot. No, dude. Basketball IQ is all I got. Who's your favorite NBA players? I love watching Paul George. I root for a lot of guys. I watch a lot more college basketball than I do NBA. I love college basketball. So, like, the guys that I root for in the NBA are the guys that I loved in college. So I'm really pulling for Reddish. I love Cam Reddish. I like Paul George. That's not really a college thing, though. I love Lonzo and LaMelo Ball. It's a real shame that Lonzo is like going through some pretty serious stuff with his knee. Of course, like LeBron. I of course love Luka and Jokic. Anybody else that sticks out? But yeah, that's about it. I like Bones Highland too. The guys that I loved from college that I still pull for. I love Mamu. Sandro Mamu Cavilli, or however you want to say his name, but we call him Mamu. He played at Seton Hall. I love all the Seton Hall guys, but he played at Hall. He played for the Bucks. Now he's on the Spurs. He's fun. Trying to think of the other college guys that I really like that I sort of pull for. But I loved watching Lonzo. I don't know why I can't think of any more off the top of my head that I really liked watching in school. I loved watching Buddy Hield, but I don't really root for Buddy Hield. I love Malik Monk. I loved at Kentucky. What are your thoughts on Rashad White? Any chance he's a low-end RB1? He's tough for me. He feels like a guy who's kind of just a projected volume guy, but he's also what did I just say? But he's also young, so he's not really, like, there is upside there. I just have a tough time with it. All right, so it can't be tight end here. Purdy, Pickett. Let's go Jerome Ford. I got to be honest, I'm really struggling to find a quarterback to land this plane right now. So we're going to end up with a 2.592. We're done at running back now. What wide receivers can we figure out? We could go... I maybe should have taken Shaheed and hoped for Carr, but I don't think that was going to work. Could go Young and like a... Doesn't feel great. We could go Curtis Samuel and like Sam Howell. We have some San Fran, Washington going on. Could just go Desmond Ridder, Drake London, and just sort of build through that. I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do there. Would building 16 teams at each super stack the different... What the damn hell did you just say, dude? Building 16 teams at each super stack to the different Week 17 game be a viable strategy so you would never miss? It's probably spreading your eggs too thin, if that makes sense. Get the Cowboys out of A tier. Maybe you've done it. What players drafted this year in rounds 4 to 7-ish that will turn into round 1 to 3 picks? Yeah, that's a cool... I know Siegel usually does a video like that where he talks about like predicting next year's first round picks. Benedict Mathurin, guy who like scooped a he kind of like incidentally touched like a cheerleader's boob on accident. Real ones remember that. I mean, I don't think it was malicious, but it was like very funny. I'm gonna take Curtis Samuel here and hope that we can sort of get a Sam Howell thing going. That's really the only thing I can think of in terms of how to land this plane. Let's do... Oh, and you're going to take Curtis Samuel, man? All right, we're going to take Donovan Peoples-Jones way past his ADP. I know what has to happen here. I don't really like it, but... It's going to have to be a Mac Jones to like Tyquan Thornton, Devontae Parker, or whoever I kind of see fit here. He might have meant Rashee Rice. You got 6 comments deleted, Danny? Okay, so comments were having an issue. Okay, I don't know what's going on. You said never tried Underdog before. I'll use your promo. Do you have any recommendations on what kind of league to join? I've only ever done redraft leagues with my buddies. Well, it's your lucky day here, brother. Underdog is a beautiful thing. What I would do is I would hop in either slow puppies. These ones are slow drafts, but $5 to enter. These are $10 to enter the Hound Dog. $10 to enter is probably the play. Again, if anybody out there is also new, I have a link pinned in the live chat, description, comment section down below. You click it, takes you to Underdog Fantasy. It uses my promo code ROM, which matches your first deposit up to $100. And you can hop out here and hop into some drafts with us. But yeah, the beginner-friendly ones I would say are $10 to join the Hound Dog, $5 to join the Slow Puppy. I like these tournaments, and what it means by tournament is you draft your team, you're in your league of 12 guys, weeks 1 through 14, and then it takes the best teams from each league, and you go to a tournament playoff. So it's like all of the best teams, week 15, week 16, week 17, and it gives you a lot more upside, right? Like $10 in a league of 12 would be like, $80 to first place. But here, $50,000 to the best team in this tournament. So you can kind of like, it's a lot more upside. Like I had teams 2 years ago. The reason I don't do those, you can do like a $3 draft with like, it's not a tournament, but I think any money you put into Underdog should be in a tournament, in my opinion. I used to do about 50-50. I would do some of the normal drafts and some of the tournaments. And I ended up with a team in 2021 that had like Jonathan Taylor and Kupp and Debo. It was literally the nuts. And it was a $5 draft. I won like $60. And if that team was in one of the tournaments, I might have won 1,000. So I just want all of my best teams in the tournaments because it gives you a ton of upside. Where if you just draft one of these like 1 in 1,000 teams where it's just like a god squad, you get a lot more value back for drafting like a monstrous team. But yeah, to answer that question, I'd be going Hound Dog or Slow Puppies, either or right now. I have a bunch of like slow pit bulls going right now too. Yep, everybody's saying the Hounds. You show your full team? Yeah, I got you. Right now, pick from the 6th spot. Up here, Ron Stewart. We go Kelsey at 6. We go Pollard. We go T. Higgins. We go Drake London. We stack T. Higgins to Joe Burrow. We get to bring back in Kelsey in that KC Bengals Week 17 game. We go Addison. We get a falling J.K. Dobbins, Rashad Bateman, Tyler Boyd, Zach Charbonnet, Elijah Mitchell, Rondale Moore, Dalton Schultz, Jerome Ford, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and now we are here. I really just need to draft nothing but wide receivers and one quarterback the rest of the way. It's just a matter of getting a quarterback that is stacked here. Is there data for bye weeks mattering for going to next rounds? I'm not sure. You said IU is winning it all in college basketball, my unbiased opinion. Trace Jackson Davis is one of those guys where I'll root for in the NBA because I really liked watching him in college. Let's go Devontae Parker here. And we'll set up a Mac Jones thing here, assuming he's still on the board. What do the Bills have to offer? Hardy, Sherfield. Should I take a Latavius Murray in the 18th round is the question of the day. Not sure yet. Not joking, those MSU should dominate the Big Ten this year. You said, how am I landing the plane? 107, roast me? You're right next to me, Lake. Bijan, Saquon, Allen, McLaurin, Kirk, Gabe. Good at QB. You're good at tight end. You're kind of free to do whatever you want. I think you probably just have to spam wide receiver the rest of the way. Have you done a video on stacking? Not yet, but I plan to very, very soon. Oh, and Howell goes. Howell and Ritter go. Okay, so those were the two guys I was kind of hoping for. Anyways, so now it is Mac Jones time. Trying to decide if I want to go with a dart throw wide receiver in round 18, or if I want to go with a bring back Latavius Murray for that Bills New England game. What's the difference between drafting for home leagues and versus underdog? It's really just the, I would say it's kind of the, it's really that you're shooting for a lot of upside on underdog, and you're kind of thinking through it with the lens of best ball, where if you draft a quarterback, you're going to need 2. Even if you draft Kelsey, you're going to need 2. I get a lot more thin in terms of my backup units in a home league, if that makes sense. Like, if I draft 2 running backs up top, I'm probably ending up with, like, 3 or 4. But in underdog, I'll end up maybe, like, 4 or 5. QBs, if I take Mahomes, I'm not drafting another QB in a home league, but in underdog, I'm taking 2. Same thing with Travis Kelce. Oh my God, Lakers are winning the finals. Who's your GOAT in the NBA? It was MJ for a while, but now I think it's really close. I think it's really close. I think it's MJ or Bron. I don't know. I don't feel strongly one way or the other. I used to feel pretty strongly it was MJ. And then Bron got his 4th championship and then became the all-time scoring leader. It gets pretty damn tough. MJ was more impactful over, like, gun to my head, I probably do say MJ. Just for his impact. Guy was literally Black Jesus. Winning 3 straight, taking a year off and then winning 3 straight is just like such a crazy feat. And I know everyone's like, oh, if you care about rings, then Bill Russell. Bill Russell played with freaking plumbers, you know. Michael Jordan played during an era with dudes that could play, but I also am pretty suspect of the defense back then. MJ, I think, had a better, like, 7-year run, but Bron has been amazing for his entire career. It's tough. I think it's really, really close. And LeBron's story's not even done written either, or done being written, you know? If LeBron wins another championship, it's over. But yeah, we'll do a bring back Latavius Murray there. It doesn't feel great. I don't draft a lot of Latavius, but I think it just made sense in this draft. I do. And I'd go Kareem comfortably at 3 as well. We got Gerald in here. What's up, brother? I have Kareem in a small tier below, but you're right that you can make a case. Bro, thought about it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I agree. I think it's very close, and again, I don't feel strongly either way. It's I've always said as well, it's tough to have LeBron even in the conversation. Like, let's see what the resume looks like when it's all said and done. You know, like we have a resume for Jordan with LeBron saying he's like the undisputed GOAT. You're like projecting what his next 5 years look like. To say he's not in the GOAT conversation, you're talking as if he retires today. You know. You said Kobe's my GOAT. His mentality is just superior than anyone. I like Kobe. And I like what he meant in terms of glorifying practice and the process and putting in a lot of work. But I also think the resume is a little bit sketchy. I like what he stood for and what his symbol was to basketball, though. So I'm fine putting him in the next tier. But I think there are some strong cases for, like, I think you could even start throwing like Curry in the mix, Tim Duncan, Shaq, Wilt. I guess Bird, but not really. All right, so we're on the clock at 3. Let's make these picks in my pit bulls real quick as well. Might as well, huh? This is where we're at here. We have one running back, one wide receiver. This is a $75 draft, slow draft. We have taken Bijan and St. Brown through 2. Let's zoom out a little bit. Ramondre Andrews. We already have Bijan and Amon-Ra St. Brown. We picked up the 308. We have Bijan and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Ramondre is interesting. I think I'd probably go Andrews here. Huh. Anybody have a lean here? Yeah, I'm probably being too critical of Kobe. I think at Kobe 4 or at least in the same tier as whoever you want to put there in terms of Duncan, Shaq, whatever. I think I might put Shaq over Kobe, but I definitely understand having Kobe there. He was admittedly a dog. So I'm looking here. We have Bijan. We have Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think this is going to be Andrews. Yeah, let's just take Andrews here. We'll go Andrews. And then what's the other one look like? This is... Every single time this happens to me, this is Devontae. Every single time. Every single time. But I appreciate you guys all coming out here. I do appreciate you guys. We have Winnie in the back, slumped. But... this was our Saturday night stream. Again, we will be streaming every single day from here through week 1 kickoff. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have post notifications on so you don't miss my streams. And every single day we're going to be doing underdog drafts. Make sure you check out Underdog Fantasy. I have this like running thing across the bottom that shows you what's going on here. But I have a link in the description. Live chat. Comment section down below. You click it. Takes you to Underdog Fantasy. You use this promo code RON, which matches your first deposit up to $100. You use promo code RON. It gives you that amazing benefit of $100 or matched up to $100 your first deposit. You can hop on here, hop in drafts with us, hop in pick'ems, try out the higher lowers on there. A bunch of really, really cool stuff going on Underdog Fantasy. So make sure you check it out. But I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming out. And I will see you guys in the next one.